I've been dying to make a video all week, but have also been bombarded with assignments and group projects. That means I'm under a bit of a time crunch for this one. There's been a challenge going around where people build something out of Lego with some time restrictions as an added twist. I figured this challenge would translate perfectly to the Lego photo editing I've been playing around with recently, and also keep me from spending 8.5 hours on a video like I usually do. So today we will be editing 3 Lego Star Wars figures in 30 seconds, 5 minutes, and 15 minutes. Here we go. Before the editing madness unfolds, we have to get some pictures of our 3 minifigures, which include Ezra Bridger, Obi-Wan, and a standard stormtrooper. The 4 of us got up early to get some shots. It didn't take long before I found this cool rock with the sun in the perfect spot behind it. I set Ezra up and got a few shots. Wasn't super happy with the results or the concept of the image, but then I realized that Ezra has a double-sided head that looks like he's using the Force. So I set him up again and grabbed some wood chips to drop in front. It turned out, capturing the wood chips falling was a lot more difficult than I thought it would be. So instead, I settled for just holding a couple wood chips in front. These turned out way better, which means 1 down and 2 to go. Our adventure continued deeper into campus, and I figured we could check inside one of the buildings to see if there were any good backgrounds. I made it upstairs and found this sweet table with a glass wall behind it. I plopped Obi-Wan down and took a couple shots, but thought we could do better. I sat and thought about some other possible backgrounds when I saw... Phew, man, I'm glad this water fountain was here. I was getting thirsty. Actually, this could work to replicate the water planet of Camino pretty well. I set him up again and turned on the water. The images ended up looking spectacular. So that's 2 now down and 1 to go. I had a great idea for this 15-minute Stormtrooper edit, but it required good lighting. I tested out a couple spots around the building, but was struggling. Then I discovered these awesome desks with their own personal lighting equipment. I set down our trooper, turned on the lights, and got a bunch of pics from a bunch of different angles. Well, we've got all the images we need to start editing, so let's begin. We're ready to kick this challenge off, starting with our 30-second edit. I honestly don't know how much I'm going to be able to do in such a short amount of time, but let's begin. Oh my gosh, that was no time at all. I literally got nothing done on here. I was able to change the brightness and color a little bit, but that was no time at all. Okay, well, 30 seconds did not go well, but now we have our 5-minute edit here. I already have some plans of kind of what I want to do, but yeah, we got a little more time now. Let's see what happens. Okay, I got the background and Obi-Wan done. Now I'm just looking for a lightsaber cutout here so we can light up that saber. Oh, here we go. We got to change the color and angle it up, but this should be good. Oh boy, we're already getting down there on time. We got about 1:30 left. We gotta hurry up. Almost there. Oh, there it is. Okay. Well, we got a lot more progress than we did on that 30-second edit. Obi-Wan looks pretty dang good with that water in the background. The water fountain, that's sweet. I definitely could have added more light to his lightsaber and to the minifigure. If I had more time, I would have been able to do that, but I think for 5 minutes, it turned out pretty good. Okay, here we are, 15 minutes on the clock. This is going to be our final edit, and the time's been going by super quick, but because we have extra time for the Stormtroopers, we're going to be making our own background, our own environment. So I already have like a black background and then kind of this like dry dirt here. So this is going to be our baseline for this 15-minute edit, and then everything else is just going to be me adding in the PNG cutouts of the Stormtroopers, and then also another element to this, which you'll see as I'm editing here. But 15 minutes, Let's see how it goes. Alright, this is the surprise. This is what we're going to be basing the stormtroopers off of. That's why we got so many different angles here. Super excited for this. Looks like a good size for the rain core. And now we can start adding in some of these cutouts. It's looking pretty good so far. I think adding like some brightness and maybe blurring some of the background soldiers is going to make it look a lot more realistic here. This final stormtrooper, I'm going to try to have him in the clutches of the rain core here. Let's see if we can get that to work. To do this, I'm going to try copy and pasting the rain core, and we'll line it up. And then all I'm going to do is just get rid of that first layer down to the hand, just like that. Oh yeah, that looks good. Something kind of like that. I think we're getting there. I'm going to find the right angle for this guy. I mean, from far away, that looks pretty dang good. Okay, so I think that sketch kind of looks good. Now we have to mess with the brightness and add like some smoke, some gunfire probably. But we're already down to single-digit minutes, so we gotta get moving. Yeah, I don't know where the smoke cutouts are. I don't have access to any of these up here. Oh, this one. Maybe we can make it work. Let's see if we can change the color. Oh yeah, this will do. Oh boy. Oh my gosh, we already passed the 5-minute mark. We have less than 5 minutes left. Okay, we really gotta go. Oh man, we're getting down there. We still gotta edit the rain core. Oh, this is gonna be tight. Almost there, minute left. Almost there. And we are done. Man, there's a lot of other stuff that I wanted to do here. 15 minutes flew by. Let's now take a look at these 3 pictures a little closer and see what we did well and what we could have done better on. So here is our 30-second edit. Man, I'm really glad the image kind of stands alone by itself. I mean, it's a great shot, because my editing did absolutely nothing for this picture. If I had more time, I probably would have changed up the color on Ezra as well as the background, and I also would have blurred the shot to give it more of a force effect. For only 5 minutes, I think this Obi-Wan shot turned out really, really well. I mean, I love the lightsaber, I love how that came together, and I also think the background color really represents Kamino pretty well. If I had more time, I definitely would have lit up the rest of Obi-Wan with the glow of the lightsaber and maybe changed the background a little bit, but overall, really good shot. And finally, our 15-minute edit. I honestly have some mixed feelings about this. I think the stormtroopers are sized really well, and they're all kind of in the proper place. And both of these troopers interacting with the rain core, one getting crushed and one in the clutches, I think those also turned out super well. But if I had more time, I definitely would have added more gunfire, and I also would have improved the colors on these kind of background soldiers running in. But with that said, I mean, I'm pretty happy with the overall result. Well, that is all I have time for. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. I'd say my favorite edit is the Obi-Wan shot. I mean, with the water fountain in the background, just looks sweet. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. I'll see you next time.